That right there, O.A.R. on the Big J Show, and joining us, the man whose voice that is right there, Marc Roberge. Marc, good morning, my man. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty dang good. A lot of people, I got to say, we do a lot of interviews here on the show, and people are like, oh, that'll be cool, or oh, I kind of like that girl, that movie, that whatever. Lots of people really stoked about O.A.R.
Oh, Lord. All right, well, let's talk about it.
Let's do it then. Yeah, what the hell? Why not? So, you guys have a new album coming out.
Yeah, we got a new one coming out. It's a live record called Rain or Shine from Chicago. It's kind of, we've always tried to, every couple of years, put out a high-quality live record, as far as sonically speaking and all these things, just to kind of say, thanks to the fans and everything, and we try at least to give them, the highest quality live record, but, so far so good. This one seems to be right up there with
the rest. So for people that like O.A.R., this is going to be like, they're going to love this.
I think for anybody who's kind of either known us for a few years or just maybe knows one or two songs, or just starting to get to know us, this thing has 37 songs. It's 2 nights full. There's an acoustic version of a lot of the songs, an electric version. Robert Randolph's with us playing Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin. I mean, Pattern's on there, I think, acoustically and electrically. So we really wanted to give everybody kind of like, the last decade of our career.
That's very
on
cool.
TV. Yeah.
What do you guys kind of have like an interesting backstory here. You kind of like, you're huge in the college scene, and you guys kind of started in college, right?
Yeah, I mean, we started off, like any other kid band, in 8th grade playing in the basement of the Drummers. We put out a record in high school that had a song on it called That Was a Crazy Game of Poker that eventually kind of got us playing around at colleges. We would be going to all these colleges playing shows, and then we all went to school together at Ohio State. And that's really where it really, became a job. And after college, we went on tour, and it's been 9 years since then. And, it kind of just went from place to place because different ways, the internet or the radio, but the internet was the first thing for us,
Yeah, isn't it cool just to like look at the the grand scheme of things here in the music business? There's hundreds, probably, tens of thousands of bands trying to do exactly what you guys did. Starting young, getting together, becoming friends, wanting to do it as a lifelong dream, and like just all the pieces came together to make it work out for you guys. I mean, is that like, I'm sure every step of the way it's just like a thrill. Like every time you get another cool deal, like somebody wants to use you on a TV show, or put your music in a movie, it's got to be like, yes, another step forward.
You hit it. That's exactly right, because we came up in a world where our parents instilled, like, hard work, period. They didn't get what they got from anybody but hard work, So we were given a good life, and then we wanted to work for our career. So things fell into place, but it was always like this dream, we're really going to go for it. And we as a band went to, like, high school together, college together, went on tour. We just kept going for it because we really just wanted to play music for a living. But the fact that we can is, we're so thankful for. So, yeah, every time someone calls and wants to do something cool, it's that same feeling of excitement. We don't feel entitled to anything. So we just always get pumped up. There's like another mountain on every, in the distance.
Yeah, that's got to be fun. What's the ultimate goal? Like, what would be the, obviously you want to probably, make a living doing what you love, but what's the, like, pinnacle? Like, something that would happen, you're like, dude, this is everything I've ever dreamed of.
Oh, that's a good... I thought it was, playing at Madison Square Garden. That was always our thing, like we were going to do that one day. And then when we ended up doing it...
then you're screwed. What next?
Yes, and then we were like Saturday Night Live. And that for any band, even when you're, 10 years old, you say, one day I'm going to play on Saturday Night Live. And that is... We haven't attained it yet, so that right now is driving us. But I think more so it's just to keep doing what we're doing. I mean, honestly, that's the main goal, is just play music and have people come out and see it,
That's cool. Yeah, if that's what you guys are loving, as long as you can keep doing it and making a living, it's got to be awesome.
Exactly. As long as, the wife puts up with it, I'm out there.
That's what I was going to say. Speaking of the wife, I know, some of you guys have, like, family life stuff going on. How hard is that to try to be, on the road and recording albums and doing all that stuff and being, like, a young couple?
Honestly, I think that, look, in my experience, all I can say is that you have to have somebody in your life that is willing to take this trip with you. You know what I mean? Like somebody who just can understand that one day there hopefully will be some payback for all this, because I think that, you can't do it by yourself. You know what I mean? You'll go crazy. That's why this stuff doesn't work for so many people. I just think in my situation, I got somebody who not only believes in what we do, but supports it, so encourages me to chase it. So I think that's really, really great. I don't know if it's fair, but it's great.
It works. Yeah, well, I know it's weird how, like, there's rockers, I mean, like, musicians, rock stars like you, but you seem like you have, like, a really dedicated, good relationship. And then there's other rockers that we obviously hear about all the time, the Tommy Lee type people out there that are there with, groupies in every city. Do you think it's like that's just something that happens to rockers over time, or do you think it's just a certain type of person that gives into that, or what do you think that is? That some people...
In my opinion, I think rock and roll, I love the fact that it's fun, and people want to have fun, and people want to come around and hang out and have parties. I think that's part of this rock and roll culture that, at times can clean up and appear to be completely, boring or whatever, but you want to keep that fun. You want to keep that mystery, and I think that some people they enjoy that life more so than others, and that's cool. I have no judgments on that because, I believe that rock and roll should be rock and roll, and if you have someone who can take that trip with you, then that's even better.
Your wife's going to take the trip probably of a committed, nice, down to earth relationship with a rock star.
Yeah, we're like a little boring reality TV show.
Yeah, that would be the new O.A.R. reality TV show with no drama. Everything just works out.
Yeah. Everything's cool.
I was doing some research on you, and I found your Twitter. I got to say, your Twitter is hilarious. What's your Twitter address for people that want to follow you?
Oh, yeah, thank you. It's at Marc Roberge, MarcRoberge. Thank you. You think it's funny?
Yeah, I went to it, and I looked at it, and I was expecting it just to kind of be like in the studio, laying down a track, like, oh, hey, the album's out today, and like, you've got some pretty witty commentary and stuff on there, so...
Look, I got to be honest, man. When I had a kid, first of all, I'm like Tim Allen, okay? I'm like Tim the Tool Man. I try to fix something that breaks. That's me to a T at home. Then you add a baby into the mix, and it's mayhem all the time. And my way of making it funny, I got to laugh it off, is just
Twitter.
Because I know everyone can relate.
Yep, and they totally can. It's very good. Marc Roberge from O.A.R., their new album, Rain or Shine, live album, sounds awesome. It comes out on Tuesday, so definitely check that out. Marc, thanks so much for joining us this morning. You've been great, man.
Oh, man, thank you so much, Jay. Have a great day.
You too, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.